What up folks, Cajun Blaze here, and today we're going to look at the Recon 1. And before we start, we want to just show you some of these cold steel blades. We have at the top the large Voyager, cold steel Voyager, been having that for several years. Then right underneath that we have the Recon 1, the old style. Then the Recon 1, the new style, side by side, one right on top of the other. Then we have the Raja 3. Man, that's a nice EDC blade. Let me move this extra large Voyager out of the way so you can see that blade. Just a fantastic blade. Kirk, my buddy, Hypothesis 7, sent that to me, and I love that knife. Very nice to EDC. And out of all the cold steel blades, I'll have to say that pocket clip, I guess because it's not G10 on the handle, it's a gribbery type handle, it doesn't eat your pockets up whenever you're pulling it in and out. Then at the bottom we have the American Lawman. So here we go, we're going to talk about the Recon 1. And thanks again for Tardisius, my man, sent me this stand, and I can display a few blades on there. Kind of let you see that, how that stood up. Very nice, Tardisius, thank you so much. Alright guys, here we go. We got the Recon 1. This is made by Cold Steel. Check out that new design that Recon 1 has. On that G10 handle, we'll go ahead and show you side by side the old Recon 1 and the new style. The old style is down at the bottom. This is a knife that I've been having for a very long time. I did a Recon 1 review back when I first started doing videos on YouTube. It was one of my first videos, and we did it on the Recon 1. Of course, we did it on the one I have with the plain edge instead of the combo edge. This is the old style with the little thumb disc, and this is the new triad lock Recon 1. I purchased this blade, and I'm gonna say it, because of Tex Grebner. I had done I forgot what Spyderco video it was, and he said go get a real man's knife or something to that effect, get you a Recon 1. And so, you know, I did, and I had a Recon 1, and I had never had the new version, so I decided, well, I'm gonna give it a fair chance. I'm gonna go pick it up, and we'll give it a try and see. And you've seen me stab nickels and stab quarters and pots and pans and different things and whatnots. Just I even did some batoning with it. And sure enough, that triad lock, we'll show you right here, triad lock. This is the Spartan. Does a fantastic job holding up to whatever you want to throw at it. And the blade shape right here is a clip point blade shape on this knife. See if we can get it to focus for you. And just a fantastic working knife. Have no complaints about it being a working man's knife. It is heavy. It's about 5.3 ounces is what they say. I didn't put it on the scale, but that's just according to their specs at Cold Steel. That Teflon coating, that's supposed to be a Teflon finish on this AUS 8A stainless steel. It's supposed to make it smooth so you can cut through things and it slices through it without any resistance. I think it's pretty much useless. It wears off, it peels, it flakes, it comes off. If you're trying to do any food prep or anything with this, chances are you're going to have bits and pieces of this paint in your food. It doesn't compare to the Spyderco or Benchmade's coating on their blades at all. Camera's messing up, not focusing like I'd like it. But anyway, it is a fun, I will say this, it's a very fun knife to use. I tried using this a lot at work, and it does work great. And it's very fun. I mean, it's addictive. In for about $60, you can't hardly beat it for just a solid, strong, hell of a strong blade. And these grooves right here, where you put your fingers, very, very ergonomically friendly. Very comfortable. Let me just say, it's just comfortable. Comfort is the key when gripping this blade here. When you grab hold of it and you put it in your hands, I mean, it's solid. It's got a lanyard right there, lanyard hole for you to pop your lanyard on there. But when you grab hold of this knife, and you've seen me do some stabbing with it, there's no need for lanyards because your finger is going to lock in right there. And if you got a man's grip, a very strong grip, there ain't nothing wrong with that. You're going to be able to pop whatever you need to pop straight through it. As a matter of fact, I met an old boy through work, and he owns a junkyard. He said that all I got to do is get with him and set up a date. He's going to let me come out to his junkyard, and I'm going to be able to find me some hoods on some old busted up vehicles, and we're going to do some stabbing tests. We're going to stab through some hoods of some old messed up vehicles. Some hoods that he can't sell. Check out that thumb stud there. That thumb stud is adjustable. You can put more to the left or more to the right, whichever you prefer. I'm right-handed, and this is the way it came, so I enjoy putting it on the right hand. I enjoy leaving it on the right-hand side. When you take your thumb, it comes out very nice and smooth. It doesn't flick open as easily as some of my smaller blades, say like the let's see, like the Spyderco Sage 2. You just kind of flick it with your thumb and it pops right open. Well, this one doesn't quite do that. You got to kind of flick it, and see there, it gets stuck open. You got to flick it and do some wrist action there to get it to pop open like that. But it opens solid. I like the sound when that triad lock just closes and locks into position. It makes a nice strong snap, and I like the way that sounds. It sounds tough, it sounds strong, and it is what it is, and it's always good. You know, Spyderco puts that indentation right there, that detent right there for you, the lock backs, and I don't think that's necessary, because on this blade here you can actually feel where the lock is to be able to press it. You can feel it coming off. You feel your finger coming off of the G10 and it being solid metal. You drop it and the knife is going to hit you here. If you keep your finger in this first groove, the blade will not get you, so that's a plus. If you're working out in the country and the farm and you can have a big old blade, the blade's 4 inches long. Overall length is 9 3/8 inches long. So if you can have a blade like this on you, this is definitely a great working knife. And the question is, I guess, you know, if you're in the military, would you prefer a Spyderco Military or a Recon 1? I don't know. I mean, because of the lock on this blade, I would say this would probably do a better job in all kinds of EDC chores, but the military, the Spyderco Military, is such a slicer, hair popping razor sharp, that I don't know, I'd probably go with the military just because it's lighter. It's you know, the tip will break if you abuse it, but just for defending yourself, I don't know. That's the big question. I can go either way. I like both knives, but I don't know, that military is just, man, it's addictive. God, I love the military. Military blade is just, it's awesome, the Spyderco Military. The triad lock is a great lock on this. The G10, I'm going to tell you, when you first get this G10, it's super, super grippy. As you use it and handle it and your fingers start rubbing up against it, it's not as grippy as it was when I first got it. And here's the two Recon 1s side by side. This is the Tanto point. I went ahead and just got a bunch of them. Now this is the one I might use to stab the hood of that vehicle when I go out to that junkyard. Look how I'm not a Tanto tip kind of guy. But I really like the way that shape is on that Tanto blade. Tanto, however you want to say it. This knife is made in Taiwan. So if you only buy American made, you might as well go watch something else. This is the blade that I used to do all my cut demos, all my demonstrations, stabbing that nickel, stabbing that quarter. See how that Teflon finish. I guess you get what you pay for, but I'd almost rather see just a stone wash finish on there, but I guess that defeats the purpose because it is supposed to be a tactical knife with that Teflon coating. So here it is. This is the Recon one that I used for all those tests. You can see here how I beat it. We can get the light on here. See the top of this right here where I beat it with the hammer. Just all that chipping. See here where we beat it with the hammer. Took a licking right there where we was beating it with that ball peen hammer, making it go through. A lot of this paint just flakes off. You can get a little scraper and it just scrapes right off. I'll tell you what, it comes razor sharp, but the sharpness on this AUS 8 does not stay sharp for very long when you work with it, but it is easy to put the edge back on. Even a guy like me can put a decent working edge on the blade with no problem. It just doesn't stay sharp long at all, not compared to S30V steel, but you get what you pay for. A lot of people complain about the jimping right here. Yeah, it's pretty much unnecessary, and even Tex Grebner complained that he had to do some take a hacksaw or something to it. But I tell you what, when you got this finger choil right here, I mean, look at those hands. I can cover those knives up with these hands. If you got hands like this, that's all you need is a good finger choil right there and a man's grip. Grab hold of it, and it's good to go. Let's bring that camera out just a little bit so you can see. See that? Just grab it. So, anyway, overall, I really like this knife. It's fun to work with. It's just addictive, like I said before. It's fun to work with. It's very strong. I think this old style is even strong. How many of you seen those videos where that guy stabbed these into the planks and they were just hanging from them like a monkey, doing strolling across the top of the wooden monkey bars? Very strong locking mechanism there. But I think this triad lock is a lock to be reckoned with, and no doubt it's probably one of the toughest locks that I have and own today in any of my knives, other than a fixed blade. So that's my little review on the Recon 1 made by Cold Steel. I definitely recommend you go out and get you one. If you don't have one, try it out. If you don't mind buying a knife made from Taiwan, go get your Recon 1 today. You can get it in combo edge, plain edge. You can get it in the Tanto blade, the clip blade. Not sure if they make it in the spear blade like they have here. Not sure if they still make those. But with the new handle, it will eat up your pocket. The G10 is very strong. They will send you another pocket clip to reverse it if you're left-handed. So it is left-handed friendly. Anyway, that's all I got to say about the Recon 1. Hope you guys have a great day, and the Cajun Blaze always says, not A, not B, but see ya!